Hey, welcome to Family Dubai TV. In this video, we're gonna show you how we blacked out the ceiling and installed 32 feet, yes, 32 feet, don't look, of LED lights that are controlled via motion sensor. Let's do it. We're gonna paint this ceiling midnight blue, ceiling and this wall. We're also going to come down about 6 inches from the ceiling all the way around. I think it'll be a really neat effect. Later, we're gonna come back with LED lights and do some uplighting at the edge of that 6-inch trim of paint. All right, but the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do some preparation. So we're gonna use this. This is basically a 3M tape with the plastic attached to it. Since we are going dark, the walls are already done. So usually you would do this in reverse. You would do the ceiling first and then the walls, but in our case, the walls are done. So we needed to protect them. I think it's about a 9.5 foot ceiling. We need to have some kind of template or some kind of set distance from the top. So arbitrarily picked this distance to come down, and I just taped it to paint roller, as you can see. But the nice thing about this is it actually allows it to rotate, and someone else can hold this from the ground while I'm up there doing the taping. So here I needed some help from Miss Family DIY TV, and she basically pushed me around the garage on my Husky toolbox, and I used that template to install the tape with the plastic. I also pushed that tape into the wall with my thumb. A lot of this tape is pressure activated. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go around with a paint roller, and we're actually just gonna push without any paint on. We're gonna push it in. Make sure that we got every little thing attached as good as we possibly can. All right, now what I'm doing here to make sure that tape really gets locked in is I'm painting over the tape with the color that's underneath the tape, or the color that's staying, which is the white in this case. So we're gonna let that dry overnight, and then tomorrow we'll pull the plastic down just a little bit. This will also give us some protection from over spray, or whatever you wanna call it, over rolling. And then we're gonna roll this tomorrow. I can't wait till tomorrow, so see you tomorrow. All right, so we are getting ready to make this ceiling dark, midnight blue to be exact, from Behr paint. So I went to Home Depot today. I'm deciding to go with an eggshell sheen. Usually you go with flat or matte on the ceiling, but we're doing the ceiling and the wall. So I kind of had a problem with trying to figure out what I should go with. If you go with something too shiny on the ceiling, like what I have right now on the wall, I have satin enamel, then you might see the imperfections in the ceiling. The ceiling looks pretty good in white, but I'm afraid if I go too shiny with the ceiling, that you would see the imperfections. But at the same time, I'm using the same color and the same paint, so I want to also have protection on this back wall, because this will be, you know, obviously people can hit it and everything like that, so I still want that satin protection there. So I'm like kind of trying to decide, should I go with the flat, that's what you put on the ceiling to hide everything, but if I go with flat on the wall, then the wall's not gonna be, you know, very well protected. So I kind of went right in between. I'm gonna do an eggshell, so that's not super flat, it's also not super, you know, sheen, like shiny, so it'll right there in the middle, and that'll basically be this wall and the ceiling and the kind of the curtain, the paint curtain that we're putting. So I pulled this curtain down now. We've covered everything in plastic. This door I covered because this one has been insulated. We'll be sharing that on the channel, how to do that. This one isn't insulated yet, so I really don't care if I get paint on that because it'll be covered. I really can't say this enough. When you go buy paint stuff, don't buy the cheapest paint roller you can get. I would say buy the most expensive one, or buy the one that feels the thickest. Like this one has a pretty good cage on it, and that will just help keep the pressure even. All right, we wet the roller a little bit. In my case, I'm gonna be using this bucket with the liner, you know, whatever. You could use all kinds of stuff, put a plastic trash bag over it, use that as a liner, but I decided to spend the $5 on the liner today. Now, I really hope this isn't a mistake, going this dark. Like I said, midnight blue. Got our 2 coats done, and I am very happy. I needed about 2 gallons, a little bit of the 2nd gallon left. Did the whole wall, ceiling, about 650 square feet, I think. And the Behr paint covered pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It's still drying. The dark color, I will say, when you do the dark color, it starts to get a little tough when you're doing your 2nd coat to figure out where the actual line is. I had to keep turning the lights on and off and have the sun coming in and looking all these different, like, that's a little something I wasn't used to. But again, I am so happy with this. Now the thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull off our taped line, and I'm a little anxious on this. I don't know how good this is gonna go. Oh, that is satisfying. We're gonna keep going. Now I waited about an hour after I got my second coat done. You don't wanna go right away, because you go right away, then all the paint that's on it will be super wet and it'll get over everything if it hits anything. And then you don't wanna wait too long, because then it'll, you know, glue itself to the wall. Dude. Look at that line. There's a little gap there. We gotta basically clean that up in the corner, but everything is looking good. We're just gonna keep pulling this down. All in all, I'm over the moon, super excited. I think it looks freaking awesome. All right, now with the ceiling painted, we are moving on to lights. So I opted for a LED tube light. So you can see I got that one installed over there. We're gonna install this one over here. I'm gonna show you how I did it. I got these Barrina lights. They're from Amazon. I'll put a link down below. I got 4 of them. Each one of them is 8 feet long. So you can see this is, you know, 8 feet, 8 feet. Now these are a lot brighter than I thought they were gonna be. All right, so what have we done up to this point? The way that these connect in is these are linkable, okay? So you can actually, you know, install this one and then link another one. They come with the cables. So this is the one side of the cable and this is the other side of the cable. Now it comes with white cables. Of course we have a darker ceiling, so I opted for the black cables. All right, and actually we're gonna cut these, all right, to make our connection look like this. Now I need to paint up here, but that's what it's gonna look like. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have the power coming out, we're gonna pigtail to each one of these lights. So we'll feed one light this way and one light that way. I pre-painted the plates that we're gonna use. I found these at Home Depot. I'll put a link to these down below. And I got this kit right here. So this screws into our cap and this will accept, it's designed to accept 2 wires, which is what we need because we need one to supply each one of the LED tube lights. So nothing crazy here. This is all just standard stuff you can buy at your local hardware store. All right, so now we're gonna make our wiring harnesses. So what I did was I actually bought these connections. These are so you can like pigtail them together. So you have male on one side, female on the other. So you can put a bunch together. What I'm gonna do is cut off the female side and we're just gonna keep the male side. So actually when I made my other one, I made like a little bit of a jig here so I know the sizes. So what we'll do is just, cut it. I'm gonna go a little bit longer on this one because I felt like the other one I maybe went a little too short. Right, so now we have our 2 wires. Now we need to cut off the outer insulation. I'm gonna use this. You can use these, or you can use this, or you can use a razor knife, but you just wanna cut the outer black insulation off. That's what we're trying to do here. And this part is a little delicate, so you gotta just take your time. There's no reason to rush that. It will come off. So just like that. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So now we have our wires. Now we just need to strip our wires. There are 14 gauge wires. It has 2 sides. It's designed to accept 2 wires. So one side, 2 side. And then what I like to do is on the other side, I'm just gonna combine the wires. So I'm gonna put the ground with the ground, just do this down here on the ground. No pun intended. And then black to black. All right, so now we basically have kind of like a wiring harness. And we just gotta wire this in as if it was any other light fixture. Now, these are the clips that we need to use to install this. We install these clips up into the ceiling like this. And they came with these little screws, which I wasn't very happy with. I figured by the time you got through the 1/2-inch drywall, you were only getting in a little bit. Now, one thing I will point out, these are extremely light. So maybe you don't need, but it just wasn't comfortable to me. So I bought more screws here, and all you gotta do is make sure that the head of them is thinner than that little indent there. So the next thing I did was I put some spots on the wall, right? I came off the wall the same distance on each side. I think it's 61 inches. And then what I did was I set up a laser that matches up to these lines and splits the current light that's there. So we're gonna install 3 of these mounts along this laser line, okay? And we'll basically just put this tip of the screw right at the laser line. That makes sure that we have a nice connection. So All right. And I leave it a little loose. I don't go super tight. All right, so now we're gonna kind of eyeball it off that one. We're gonna kind of go in the middle here. I wanna find a stud. And once I find my stud, I wanna go right in the middle, of course. Again, puncture this. All right, we gotta put our last one in. And then literally this just clips in. And we're gonna make sure that we have our female end facing our power supply. So 2-finger distance, we just push it in. All right, so that one is basically at least mounted to the ceiling. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other one. We're gonna remove our old light fixture. Obviously, we turn the power off. At this point, it's like wiring up any other light fixture, okay? So we're gonna put our ground on first, and we'll do our neutral, and then finally our black wire here. It's like I have four in my hand. I dropped the one that I need. Give them the tug test. They're all good. We'll shove all the wires up there. And we're gonna plug it in one side, plug it in here. And we'll take the other side and we'll plug it in here. All right. And we'll put our screws in. I have to paint this a little bit, but we'll put once we're done, we'll put our screws in. And that's what it'll look like, all right? But I think we're good, we're wired up. All right, so for the moment of truth, 1, 2, 3. When your eyes, when it's dark and you come in, that's the problem. All right, so now we got enough. We definitely have enough light. What do you think?
I like it.
Your eyes adjust and then it's good, right?
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Still adjusting.
Well, you have bigger eyes, so let me show here.
No. Yeah.
You have big eyes, right? So you let a lot more light in, right? All right, so that is it. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you got some ideas out of it. This extremely economical way, light your garage. I think it did a world of difference in here. This is not the only thing that we're doing in this garage. So in this series, we shared how to insulate your garage doors. We showed the installation of Thermotrack systems with the Thermotrack seal. Look how close that is. There is no air coming in. We also installed these cabinets. We're installing flooring. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of a long series of videos. We also made this little garage back here that'll also be shared on the channel. I also want to ask you, please leave me a comment down below if you got any use out of this video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Hit that subscribe button. I'm Mike, Found with DIY TV, and I'm out. Today, welcome to Found with DIY TV. Welcome you. Hey, we're gonna go in this video. This is kind of muted.
Definitely looks like a man.